Welcome back to the Ladders Club, guys. New week, new opportunities. We've got so many events. Market is extremely volatile right now and we are trading. We are trading in this busy week when we've got FOMC, Powell speaking, initial jobless claims and a lot of other crypto events too. Guys, if you're serious about trading, if you want to treat it as a business, then you need to subscribe to this channel. If you like the video, if you enjoy the content, press the like button and without wasting any time, let's go. Yesterday, the market was extremely volatile. Everything started when Ethereum and other crypto assets started to dump. Ethereum was literally compressed in a very small range and then it suddenly dropped 4.8% to be precise in literally 2 minutes. And after that, everyone thought that market is going to go dump towards the downside. But in half an hour, Ethereum came back to the same position where it was. So which means it went up 4.5% again in literally half an hour. But that wasn't the end because Ethereum actually went up 4.5% more and then came down 4.5%. This means that this total range was around 12%. Absolutely insane, guys. This is super tradable, but at the same time, you have to be very conservative with your trades. You have to make sure that you're managing risk all the time. Why did Ethereum go up though? Ethereum went up because of the whale who started to long Ethereum and had the Ethereum long position of 42 million. Now, this is the same whale who was there on October 10th. This is the same whale who was shorting that massive liquidation event and is long right now. This is what is happening in the market at the moment. Market is being pushed by this whale narrative and people are enjoying the trades. But mind that we've got a CME gap. Make sure that we understand that Bitcoin can actually come towards the downside and fill the CME gap, which is there at 89.5K region. That is where the price was trading on Friday. Very, very important, guys. This is everything we need to understand, because while trading, you cannot just look at one thing. You have to look at every single metric to be able to decide whether you want to go short or long in any kind of trade. So when it comes to higher time frame on Bitcoin, we've been talking about this, that Bitcoin has already broken the uptrend, right? And Bitcoin right now is trading at around 91.8K and is ready to tap that 100K level, which is going to be an underside retest of the very, very important EMA ribbons, right? And this underside retest is going to be the decider whether we are in the bull market or a bear market. Until then, we are taking long positions, right? Now let's actually zoom into Bitcoin on daily time frame and see what's happening there. Bitcoin bottomed at 80K and since then it's doing exactly the same thing that we're talking about. We have been talking about in our videos, we've been talking about how Bitcoin can go towards that 93K, now 93.5K region, which is going to be a very important test for BTC. Now, if this gets rejected, then we're going to see 80K again. Or if this gets a breakout from here, then we can see 100K level, which is also the higher time frame resistance, the EMA ribbon resistance, guys. Make sure you understand all of this. Now, a lot of fear in the markets, obviously, right? People are scared. People are scared and are in anger. Not because Bitcoin or crypto is doing bad, but there is another reason, that NASDAQ and the stock market is doing really good. Bitcoin is actually, since Trump got elected in October, the news, Bitcoin is down 36.7%. Whereas if you look at NASDAQ is actually up 14.5%. So this is why the market is in that fear and anger zone. Fear and greed index right now is sitting at 20. Not only that, if you look at the crypto searches right now on Google are dead. It's less than 25. Only happens in the bear market. And on the other hand, if you look at the searches for Bitcoin bear market, it's literally at the all-time highs right now. Interest over time for Bitcoin bear market is literally sitting at the all-time highs, guys. This is not a joke. Literally not a joke. And also, if you look at the equal weighted top 10 meme coin index, look where it is sitting. It is sitting at the bottom. Literally sitting at the bottom. And this is less than the prior cycle low. The sentiment is less than the prior cycle low. Not at all good. We continue to trade though. We actually continue to trade and I'm managing or maintaining this log for everyone so that you can see what we are trading. We call the Ethereum short, perfect trade. And this is my December log. We call the hype long, SUI long position, which was a loser trade. Sorry about that, but it happens. You have to have loser trades. You cannot have every single win. Then right now I'm in Ethereum and hyperliquid long. And this Ethereum and hyperliquid long are doing well as well. I'm going to talk about all the levels. I'm going to show you what I'm trading, why I'm trading it, but everything here is for educational purposes. Nothing here is financial advice, guys. You know that. You know the drill, right? So another reason why I believe that the market is going to go up is the USD dominance. USDT dominance right now is at the peak zone. USDT dominance, if you look at it, then is topping at the moment and it's at the zero level. Whereas if you look at the total crypto market cap, excluding the top 10 tokens, which is literally the altcoin market cap, it's sitting at the bottom. So every single time when USDT dominance had topped out, this altcoin market cap has gone towards the upside. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to have a massive inflow and altcoins are going to go to 3x, 4x, 5x. But what I'm saying is that this is a tradable thing and altcoins can actually start to go towards the upside, right? That's what we are looking at. But a very busy week. Macro-wise, this is one of the most busy week you will ever see. You've got the jobs data coming up tomorrow. You've got the Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday. You've got Powell speaking on Wednesday. You've got initial jobless claims on Thursday. Then you've got bond auction on Thursday, which is going to basically kick in a lot of volatility. And it's going to be difficult to trade, which is why we are making sure that, all our stop losses as well as our take profits are set beforehand. In the next part of the video, I'm going to talk about the trades that I'm taking. Already gave you a hint with Ethereum as well as Hyperliquid, but I've got some more setups that you should be looking at. Another short position with Luna Classic. That's it. That's classic one, to be honest with you. I'm very excited about that position and I'm going to talk about it. But guys, macro wise, a very busy week. In fact, if you look at this is an amazing tweet from Charlie. The Fed's balance sheet has shrunk 24% over the past 3 years, while the S&P has advanced 82%. You see this? Fed balance sheet is shrinking, whereas S&P is advancing. And imagine now when the liquidity comes in. Liquidity will come in. How? Because we are having the rate cuts. We're going to get rate cut. 87.2% chance that this FOMC we're going to have rate cuts. And if Powell talks about further rate cuts in 2026, markets are going to go towards the upside. Market will go towards the upside. Then you've got the Japan decision as well. Japan rate cut decision on 16 to 18, right? That is very interesting too. Japan GDP came out, which was less than expected. So market started to, go towards the upside. Futures right now are green as well. And that is exactly what we want. But the main thing we want is the trades. What are we trading? Because you can be on the right side of the market by learning what's happening in the market. But when it comes to triggering, it's very important to be, psychologically strong. You have to be very strong in your head and you need to make sure that you are playing with the trend. Because the most difficult thing to do in the market is actually be in the trade, right? And make profit from it. Even if your thesis is right, sometimes you will gain losses, you will get losses. But you have to make sure that majority of the time you're getting profits. And this is what we are doing. We are logging every single trade. We're making sure that we are having stop loss for every trade, TPs for every trade. This is the most transparent I can be. I am right now being the most transparent thing. This is, I think there is no glass in my house which is more transparent than me. Funny, right? Or maybe it's not. But there are things happening in crypto too. There are events which are in crypto too. For example, you've got the Solana Breakpoint conference. Now this is going to bring a lot of news, and there will be triggers for Solana ecosystem tokens. For example, Pump Fund, Jupiter, Jito, Radium, all these things. So you're going to have triggers for all those things. And I'm going to be active on Twitter talking about these things, right? Then you've got FOMC that we talked about, Aster, Luna, Tau halving, so many things happening, which is why there are trades as well. Now, let's look at the first trade. I really want to talk about this Hyperliquid setup. If we look at the 8-hourly chart on Hyperliquid, we can see how Hyperliquid had a deviation below this $30 level, $29.5 level. We had a really good deviation and now the market is going towards the upside. Sorry, Hyperliquid is trying to go towards the upside. I've taken the trade. I'm in the trade at 29.5 exactly. I've also given this trade in Discord. So make sure that you get that level. And the stop loss is simple, below the previous lows. the stop loss is going to be below the previous lows, which is below the $28 mark, right? If it closes below the previous low, you just hit your stop loss. Take less leverage because the market is not in the best condition right now. Now, guys, Hyperliquid is one of the tokens which is generating most amount of revenue. Now, everyone knows this, but at the same time, we need to understand that the unlocks also couldn't push this thing down. It's literally sitting at the great support, right? Also, there is some FUD. There is some FUD related to Hyperliquid, which is people are saying that all these competitors like Lighter, Extended, Variational, and Aster are catching a large portion of the market share when compared to Hyperliquid, and they will continue to do so. I don't think so. And it is true. This tweet is absolutely true. The most important difference between Hyperliquid and all of these competitors are that these competitors are running active or announced point system. So all these competitors are having some kind of farming going on for points, which is going to give them airdrop. But while Hyperliquid has not yet announced any kind of incentive program. As a result, metrics such as volume, open interest, and user activity appear skewed towards other dexes. But it's not going to help them in the long term. What's going to help them in the long term is actual trading on the platform. So when it comes to perp dexes, I only believe in Hyperliquid and I'm buying it on spot. I'm trading it as well. I'm in the trade right now, long position. Very simple, guys. The second long position I've got is Ethereum, $3,050 mark. I gave this trade in the last YouTube video as well. I said, keep your stop loss as 5%. We did not hit our stop loss. So if you actually calculate from 3050, then you did not hit your stop loss. 4.5% it went down, but our stop loss was 5%. So we did not hit our stop loss. It did not hit our stop loss. And right now it's at the resistance of this trend line. I think it's going to break out. Look, we are with the whale. Sorry, the whale is with us. The whale is with us. That guy is not selling. So we are also having fun with the profits on Ethereum. If it breaks out, the next resistance is going to be around 3350. So that is going to be our final TP, right? And it's not like if the whale does not close, we're not going to close the trade as well. We will close the trade. But right now, we're only taking TP1. If it comes back down to the support, you can enter the trade as well with proper risk management, guys. And if you did with me in the last video, congratulations. Then comes Solana. Now, Breakpoint. I talked about how you've got the Breakpoint conference for Solana coming up. You're going to have a lot of news regarding, different altcoins in the Solana ecosystem. But for now, I think Solana is a trade to be in. But not here. You need to get this level, like Hyperliquid. Like we got Hyperliquid at 29.5, you need to get Solana at 123 to 125 level. Now, if it comes down, we get it. If it does not come down, we don't do anything. Then we wait for some kind of breakout here, and that's going to be a perfect trade on Solana. So right now it's in no man's land, but we are waiting for the trade, right? It's very simple. So understand that Solana is leading in all the DEX volume and application revenue on 24-hour, 7-day, and 30-day time frame. Look, we talk about these revenues and all the metrics all the time, but most important is the Solana Breakpoint conference, which is starting. So you have to have this watch list ready, which is the Solana ecosystem, and you need to make sure that you're following all the accounts who are going to be giving commentary on the Solana Breakpoint conference. My Twitter is going to be doing that, so I'm going to be pretty active on Twitter as well as Discord for the same, right? Now comes Luna Classic. Guys, this is the trade. This is the short trade that I'm looking at. The thesis is very funny. I gave it on Discord. I talked about it in the last video as well. Now, what's happening here is that the reason why it went up. The reason why it went up is crazy. So the first thing is the DoCon sentence, which is happening soon, right? The DoCon sentence is happening soon. The polymarket odds right now are 50% chance that he's going to get 9 to 12 years of prison. Now, this token is pumping because people feel that this is the final narrative. And the second reason why it's pumping is because CoinDesk reporter was wearing a Luna Classic shirt or t-shirt in a Binance Blockchain Week event. This is absolutely stupid. Now, I do not understand why this thing is pumping, which is why I'm absolutely ready for this, for shorting this thing. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to open a short right now. I'm going to open a short right now. You can do it on Bitfunded as well, guys. The link is in the description if you want to join. Make sure you do it. But I'm going to add it to my December log. I'm going to add Luna C position, Luna Classic position, a short position. This is going to be my second short position in December. So it's going to be one of the funniest things. And I think it's going to come back to the bottom. Look, it can hit my stop loss too. But yeah, it's a very stupid kind of trade that I'm looking at. Now, the next chart I want to show you guys is Pump Fund. Pump Fund is one which is very debatable right now because there's a lawsuit happening at the moment. You've got unlocks coming up for Pump Fund. You've got volumes going down. Polymarket actually had more volume than Pump Fund the other day, last week. Then you've got this thing making money and doing the buybacks. Look, no one wants to be in trenches at the moment, right? Everyone is running towards prediction markets or trading, or people are just leaving crypto. That is the main thing. I'm not going to buy it here. Either I wait for this breakout, either Pump Fund gives me this breakout and I'm going to enter, or if it comes down to the bottom, which is 0.002265 level, which is the all-time low, this level over here. One of these things, and I'm going to start entering Pump Fund. 0.002265 is my spot level, and if it actually goes up, breaks out of the trend line and horizontal, that's going to be my leverage trade. I already hold Pump Fund, and I think I'm super bullish on it, to be honest with you, because it's making money. Anything that has positive rev and buybacks, I actually like it. But at the moment, things are not looking very good for Pump Fund. Another token I want to discuss is this Polymarket, because people are talking about how Polymarket's revenue is going to go 2x with Polygon's revenue is going to go 2x with Polymarket because of the Polymarket volume. So Polymarket right now is, a lot of people are using it for farming because they're expected to release the token in 2026 mid. But is it going to benefit Polygon? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I talked to a couple of people as well who are smarter than me in this, and they also believe that Polygon is not going to be affected in a positive way because of it. So I'm not interested in the trade. And this is just to tell you guys that you shouldn't be looking at this token. Polygon is going to go to not zero, but it's going to just keep trending towards the downside. And that's what happens with every single L2, to be honest with you. So guys, now you know that this is a very important week when it comes to macro events as well as crypto events. You have the trades as well. You have my December log. You have everything. Make sure that you are following the risk management. Understand that this is not financial advice. Everything here is for educational purposes. And if you actually like the content, press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's just help with the distribution. Let's distribute it to everyone in this world. And I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.